Very nice. And let's give you guys a view of my hair in process. This is my new hair in process, folks. Yes. Hola amigos, ¿cómo está? Está Clint Artur in Mexico, Maine, Mexico City. In Mexico, yes, several people were asking, what are you doing in the hospital, Clint? Well, now you see what I'm doing in the hospital. Give you the full view. Woo! That's what I'm doing in the hospital in Mexico. I wasn't actually in the hospital. I was in a clinic. And hey, you guys, let's see, like Anna Marie and Mina, can you see and hear? If you could see and hear, would you please type in the chat? I can see and hear. I'd appreciate it. If you could see and hear, please type in the chat. I can see and hear. I want to make sure you can see and hear. You guys there? Come on, we want to activate you. Mina, yes, we can see and hear. Good. How about Anne-Marie Temple? Can you see and hear? Or Nicole Rothman, can you see and hear? Or Jonah Lavitt, can you see and hear? Can you see and hear? If you can see and hear, would you please type in the chat, I can see and I can hear. Now you're in trouble, Anna-Marie. Hey, Anna-Marie, are you there? I can't hear anything. Aha. Okay. Well, you need to activate your sound. That's very important. You need to be able to see and hear. Jonah Lavitt, can you see and hear? Jonah Lavitt? Hey, Allie, why don't you give Anna-Marie Temple a call and get her able to see and hear, okay? There's Jonah Lavitt. I see you coming in on audio right now. Can you see and hear, Jonah Lavitt? If you can see and hear, would you please type in the chat, I can see and I can hear. Great, Jonah Lavitt can see and hear. Very good. This is very important, guys, and it's important to be able to learn how to use, just join via yourself. Very good. Yeah, Anna-Marie, you should just call in. There's a call-in number, see, 701. Call in and use the access code. No, don't call you. Tell her to call in. Don't call Allie. Don't call Allie. Don't call Allie. Call in on 701. I can't freaking see. 801-1211, access code 826-113-750. All these instructions are in your welcome email. If you click the link to be able to get on this webinar, you should be able to call in and use that code, and then you can hear. Or you could click the hands, you could click this thing right here. See, I just did that.
There is 1 host and 4 participants in this conference.
You got to learn technology, folks. You got to be able to handle the technology. This is not very difficult technology, and you need to be able to get everything you can out of technology in order to be able to progress in your life and to really succeed as an entrepreneur. When I was at the Wharton Business School, one of the first important lessons they taught us at the Wharton Business School was to use the best technology you could get your hands on and advance your career with technology. It's very important, very, very important. Good. Now can you see and hear, Anna-Marie Temple? I need you to type in the chat. I can see and I can hear. Thank you. I can see and hear. Yes. Excellent. Very good. Very good. All right. It doesn't matter how you get on the audio, how you can hear. It doesn't matter how you hear. All that matters is that you can hear. That's all that matters. That's all that really matters. You got to be able to use technology. You got to be able to. Let me just show you one thing, okay? Here, I got to do my little thing here. every 20 minutes, I'm supposed to spray my head with water so my scabs won't get too hard. They have to stay soft for the maximum healing. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on. Number one, I tell you guys, and I really believe it. I believe it from the bottom of my heart. I hear today that I'm better looking today than I was 3 years ago. And I believe I'm better looking today than I was 7 years ago when I started. Thank you, Anonymous Caregiver Dave. I appreciate that. And I believe that I'm better looking now than when I started. I believe that Dave, Caregiver Dave, is way better now than when he started a year ago. That's no doubt. And part of the reason why I'm better looking than I was is because since I've started on television, I've had 3 hair procedures now. This is my 3rd hair procedure. And what I say is that in this program, you are going to get better looking because you are going to see yourself on film, on video, in photos, and you're going to get sick of looking at your flaws. And I personally got sick of looking at my flaws, and I've been doing stuff about it. One of the things I've done is these hair replacement operations. Another thing that I've done is this drug called NAD+. I don't know if it's a drug or it's not really a supplement. I really don't know what the hell it is, except that I know that NAD is one of the building blocks of mitochondria, and mitochondria are the powerhouses of the cells. And by taking this NAD supplements, infusions, pills, it's been strengthening my mitochondria and improving the energy production inside of my cells. At least those are the notes I've been given. And I feel like this NAD has improved the shape of my face. It's an anti-aging procedure as well. It's an anti-aging treatment. In addition to be good for your brain, for your memory, it's also a treatment for anti-aging, and I do feel that it is helping me to achieve a younger look. A younger look. And all of that came out of the fact that when you are on TV, you're going to be learning more about a lot of things in the world that you never knew before, especially if you keep showing up on these webinars where my amazing clients will be going over their segments on TV. They'll be talking about their segments when we create segments, and I believe we're going to create some segments today, or at least go over some segments with you guys, because we're getting close to Celebrity Launchpad in January, and I want to use this webinar to either create some segments or to rehearse pitching segments. And that's going to be really good. 100 TV shows made me better looking too. I don't know. I don't know that the shows themselves make you better looking, but definitely watching all the videos has encouraged me to want to do the things that are required to get better looking. Like, imagine, I haven't been whitening my teeth in the last couple of days. I was doing it before NASDAQ. Imagine how terrible my teeth would look if I hadn't been whitening them as much as I have over the last couple of years. And they could even be whiter. I was talking with this girl. Where did I meet her? I was talking with this woman. At a mastermind the other day, and she had really white teeth, and I'm like, wow, you have really great teeth. How did you do it? And she goes, I just brushed them 3 times a day. That may be the way. That could be the way. Whatever you got to do, you need to have the white teeth, and you need to use them and smile all the time, because it's going to make you a much more attractive character in the eyes of your customers and prospects. Okay, so that's one thing. Now, the other thing is that I want to talk about here today is the use of technology. What technology should you be using? What technology? It's really fascinating. Now, I want to show you guys something. This is my new book, Celebrity Entrepreneurship. And I write these books. Let's view it 2 pages. I write these books. This is what it's going to look like when it's printed, right? Here's the front page of the book manuscript. There's the copyright page, dedication. Just move this out of the way for you. I write these books in Apple Pages. I use Apple Pages. There's the contents, and there's the beginning, right? This is page 1. See, page 1. Page 2. Page 3 is right here. And I create these books, all of my books, in Apple Pages. And as you can see, you can really create a nice graphic layout if you know how to do it, if you know how to manipulate Apple Pages. Just cruising through my book right now. It doesn't look like the average book. And I'm going to print it like this. It's going to be a full color book that I'm going to print in full color as a hardcover. This is a nice spread, page 26 and page 27. Pretty nice spread for a book. And I'm going to print it like this because I really know how to use Apple Pages. I'm a master of Apple Pages. I can make Apple Pages look like anything I want it to look like. Why is that? Because I have been using Apple Pages for at least 20 years, probably more. I mean, I bought my first Mac computer in 1984. I'm pretty sure it came with Pages in those days, although it may have just been called, no, there was no Pages yet. It was just like Microsoft Word. I don't know when they started including Pages, but I've been using it for at least 20 years. And as a result, I'm able to create a book that looks pretty compelling, I think. I really love the layout of this book. And I really believe that this book is easy to read and a page turner because of how graphic it is. All of these pictures of mine that I've been taking with my cell phone. There's another course that I teach called Selfie Academy and Selfie Mastery. Knowing how to do stuff yourself. See all these pictures, all this layout? I did all of this myself. Every picture here is pictures that I took myself. And there's 2 points that I want to illustrate here. Number 1, you should be able to do stuff yourself. You should be able to create good-looking documents yourself. I'm not saying you have to be able to lay out a whole book the way I've done, but you should be able to create a 1-page document that looks good by yourself. You should be able to take photos yourself for your marketing. You need to be able to take marketing images yourself. You need to be able to take good photos with your iPhone. And you know, the iPhone isn't even the best camera. The iPhone camera is not as good as some of the Google or Droid phones that I've seen out there. I don't know what the platform is that they've been using, but like Dave Nasani has a much better camera than my iPhone camera on his phone. It's much better. It's much better. Dave Nasani took a great picture of me and him in a helicopter. Much better than what I was able to do with my iPhone. And you need to be able to take good pictures so that you can use them for your marketing. That's the beauty that we live in right now, guys. We live in an era where we can create our own marketing that's pretty damn good. Maybe it's not Madison Avenue slick. I'm not saying what I'm doing is slick like Madison Avenue. Nothing I do is slick like Madison Avenue. I don't want it to be slick like Madison Avenue. I want it to be super high quality homemade feel. That's what I want it to feel like. I want it to feel like super high quality personal documents. That's what I do. Super high quality personal documents. This is a document. You've never seen a book like this before. And again, this is a 2-page spread right down the middle. This will be page 172 and 173. When you're done reading this book, I want you to feel like you really know me on a personal level, in addition to knowing how to be a celebrity entrepreneur. That's what I want. It's a personal document, a very high quality personal document. So that's number one. You need to be able to create your own stuff with your own stuff. You need to be able to use this phone and your computer, your laptop, to create your own stuff. Not needing to have people do stuff for you. This is a key philosophy of success for celebrity entrepreneurship. The way I know it. But I look at my idols. I look at Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian published a whole book of selfies. I know, I bought it. You guys should buy it. Take a look. Look at this book. Look at this book. Kim Kardashian selfie book. Amazon. I don't get anything off this. Amazon book. Kim Kardashian selfish. There you go. I don't get anything off this. Kim Kardashian selfish hardcover. It was published by Rizzoli, which is a major publisher. And it's just a book of her selfies. She basically has made a whole career out of selfies. Selfish. That was the name of the book. What's this one? Are there two? Kim Kardashian Selfish. You can buy it used for $3. You can get it new for $16. It's worth it. It's a big, thick book. It's a really nice coffee table book. It's a great gift. And again, I don't get anything out of this other than to impress upon my students the fact that it's very important for you to understand how to use this and that you can make a lot of money taking your own phone and creating assets with your phone. Very, very important. Number two, and with your laptop. Number two is staying committed to one piece of technology. So for example, the reason why I have so much power with Apple Pages is because I've been using Apple Pages for 20 years. I know everything about everything when it comes to this program. When it comes to manipulating words and images and colors in Apple Pages, I can do anything in Apple Pages. I'm able to almost do as much in Apple Pages as I am in Photoshop. Photoshop is way more powerful for manipulating imagery. And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll take an image and put it in Photoshop and manipulate the image in Photoshop before I bring it into a Pages document. Another program I use a lot is called Preview. And I will open up images in Preview and manipulate the image in Preview if it's just something simple. For example, a couple weeks ago I did a long presentation on this image right here for you guys. This is Arnold Kopelson's mantelpiece in his screening room in Hollywood, in Beverly Hills actually. And I wanted to label this image, so I just opened it up in Preview, which is a Mac program, and I numbered it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so that I could talk about each of those items in my text. See? I'll find, where is it? It's down here. Down at the end of this book, I took that picture. See, there's the picture. Let me zoom in for you. There's the picture, and there I am identifying each of the elements in the photo. And all I did was manipulate that element in here in Preview, which is part of every Mac. And that's another program that I'm hugely proficient in. In fact, you should know, when I got the call from the Today Show, and they said, hey Clint, we want you to come on the Today Show December 31st, and I called them back, and I got booked on the show. They wanted me to talk about my personal development stuff. They really wanted me to talk about the last year of your life. That's what they really wanted. But I didn't want to talk about the last year of your life. I was already moved on. I was already talking about getting on TV. And I woke up the next morning, break through your upper limits. I woke up the next morning with this idea for this cover, break through your upper limits on TV. Okay? See what I did? I said, from the producer of Celebrity Launchpad, break through your upper limits on TV, Clint Arthur. Do you know I made this cover in Preview? I swear to God, I made this cover in Preview, and then this cover was on the Today Show. I made this thing in Preview. It took me an hour on Friday, and on Monday morning, it was on the Today Show. It was already a live book. It was already live as a Kindle book on Amazon, and they showed that cover on the Today Show. Boom. And all I did was make it in Preview because I have tremendous skills in Pages, Preview, and Photoshop. I have tremendous skills in those. And then one more, iMovie. I have tremendous skills in iMovie. In fact, I've been working on some videos, and people are surprised at what I do in iMovie, but I do all kinds of stuff in iMovie. And for example, I made this video in iMovie, and Jonah Lavitt, you're going to have one just like it very soon. Just working my way through alphabetically. But this came out of NASDAQ, and Jonah Lavitt, you're going to have one just like it.
How's it? I'm Clint Francis. You're promoting my book, How to Break Bad Habits and Create Great Ones. See me on the big screen. Going to be speaking at NASDAQ today. Oh, excited. And go to clintfrancis.com. Woo!
I made that in iMovie. Here's another one. Yep. Here's another one. Vincent Fung. Well. Oh yeah, here's Chris Good. I think this one is Chris Good's. This one's pretty good.
Your kids naked online? Thank you for joining me at NASDAQ for launching my book. I've been on TV all over the country. If you want to find out more, go to my website, areyourkidsnakedonline.com.
That was done in iMovie. Those are my main 4 programs, I would say, that I'm really, really good at. Pages, Preview, Photoshop, and iMovie. Now, all of this is to say, if you just pick something and just stay focused on that thing, that whatever that thing is, even something as simple as pages, because I've stayed focused on mastering pages, I'm able to publish books using pages. I'm able to publish my magazines. I create my whole magazines. You guys know my magazines. You probably got one of my magazines at a live event, which was partially contributing to you enrolling in whatever you've enrolled for. Celebrity Launchpad, NASDAQ, Harvard. And by the way, if any of you want to come to NASDAQ, we have space in the February 10 and 11 NASDAQ event, and we would love to have you join us. It's super powerful. You see here, Jonah Lavitt says he already has 200 plus likes on his NASDAQ picture, and he never had 200 like posts before ever. That's what's possible. And that's not even, that's not even a record. I'm sorry to say, Jonah, you're a slacker, because look at Vincent Fung. He's got 279 with 73 comments. And look at this one. Look at this one from Kurt Francis. 456 likes, 123 comments, and 4 shares. And that's not even the record. We have a couple of guys who've gotten even more than that. So if anybody on here is interested in coming to NASDAQ, please text Allie and make it happen. Allie's cell is 310-922-8481. If you have not yet come to NASDAQ, it's normally 10,000. We are doing a Christmas special right now. If you want to come to NASDAQ, you can do it. It's a Christmas special. You could only get it on these webinars. So this is one reason why you should always show up for webinars, because special things are going to happen on webinars. If you want to come to this NASDAQ February 10 and 11, we are doing a Christmas special on this webinar right now. You can do it for $59.95 as a single pay, or you can do $7,000 on installments. We'll break that $7,000 up into 3 or 4 installments, whatever you want. Text Allie right now and you can make it happen, okay? That's a Christmas special on this webinar only. and it's only available for the February 10 and 11 NASDAQ. So please take action if you want that. But as I was saying, I have really stayed focused on a couple of things. Creating content on my iPhone. Man, I am good at taking photos with this thing. You gotta take lots of photos and videos with your iPhone so that you can get proficient and skilled and really on a professional level with this stuff so you can start producing your own content and imagery. Very, very important. You don't want to be beholden to photographers and videographers if you can avoid it. I've made millions of dollars using the content that I create with my iPhone. How do I know? It's in the members area. It's in the members area. That's where it all is. That's where you can get it. And that's where I make money from it. I also make money from it in my magazines, in my books, etc. Number 2, I'm really proficient in a couple of computer programs, Word, Preview, Photoshop, and iMovie, and that enables me to create my own stuff. And people are like, well, isn't iMovie like so primitive? Like, why aren't you using Final Cut Pro or Adobe Premiere? Those are more advanced programs. And you know what I say to that? I don't want to. I don't need to. I don't want to get all complicated using Final Cut Pro and Adobe Premiere. I don't want to. I don't want to learn it. I don't need the power. Everything I need is right there in iMovie. Even though it's a simple program. I have studied and used iMovie for so many years. I started using iMovie back in probably in the early 2000s. In the early 2000s, I started using iMovie, I think. Because I remember the first movie I ever made, I had this one self-help video that I sold a lot of copies on Amazon. And I made that on Adobe Premiere on my friend's PC. It was before you could really do great stuff with iMovie on a Mac. But ever since I've had MacBook Pros with iMovie, man, I've been killing it with iMovie. Ever since I had iMacs with iMovie, I've been killing it with iMovie. And I know for a fact, all the videos that you see in the members area, every single video in my members area has either been produced directly on the phone and just uploaded straight off the phone, or if there's any editing in the video at all, it was produced in iMovie. The simplest, most basic program that comes free with every Mac, that's what I've been using to edit all movies. And because I've stayed committed to that simple program, I've developed massive powers with that simple program, and it has given me superpowers because I'm the master of that simple thing. If you look at your own work, if you're an expert in physical fitness, right? For example, Nicole Rothman, you're a Zumba expert. I don't know really what's involved in Zumba, but I would venture to guess that most of the things that you do in Zumba, if you break them down into just what is the basic maneuver that you're doing, each of those maneuvers is just a simple thing. I'd be willing to bet that your Zumba fitness routines are not all that complicated, that you could teach them to anybody, but it's the repeated use of the Zumba techniques, the 10,000 hours that makes you the master of whatever you're doing. And I was talking about it. I'm here at Carlos Carrera's place in Mexico City. And I will show you a couple of things. You know, he's got a lot of imagery of himself here. And he's got awards. I wanted to show you some of his awards. Here's a Harvard award I gave him. And he's got some imagery down there. Let's get a better look at this imagery. But I was talking to Carlos the other day. Here's his tennis court. This is Casa Carrera in Mexico City, Maine. And I was talking to Carlos the other day, and you know what I said to him was, this is a real regret that I've had. You know, there's a lot of programs out there like ClickFunnels and Infusionsoft and Entreport and Instant Customer and Kajabi. There's a lot of these programs out there that basically do the same thing. Their customer relationship management, their website development, their emails, their important product suites that you subscribe to on the internet for a lot of money. And I have Instant Customer and I have ClickFunnels. And I've had ClickFunnels now I've had Instant Customer now for years and years and years. And I was saying to Carlos, I really wish that I would have just committed on the front side to just becoming a master of Instant Customer. That's what I really wish, because it has everything. It has everything in it. And I never really made a commitment to any of these CRM services, and I still haven't. I mean, I still have ClickFunnels, and I still have Instant Customer, and I have GetResponse. I have 3 right now. And he said that he has been focused exclusively on Instant Customer for years now, like 6 years. And he could do anything like, boom. He sets up a website. He sets up a marketing funnel. He just does anything he wants to do inside Instant Customer, boom. In fact, he became so proficient in Instant Customer and such a master of Instant Customer, he bought the rights to Instant Customer in Latin America and Mexico. If you want Instant Customer in Spanish, you buy it from him. They talk about this 10,000 hours. That's what this 10,000 hours is all about. You could become a person with superpowers in anything if you just stay focused on it for long enough. And that's why I want you to just pick something and become the master of that technology. And the technologies that I really believe every one of you needs as a celebrity entrepreneur, the technologies that I use every single day and that I seriously believe you need to use and master are some kind of word processing, some kind of simple image editing like Preview on the Mac. Photoshop would be ideal, and iMovie, or some kind of movie editing. If you insist on being on a PC, then obviously you're not going to do iMovie. You're going to do something else. I don't know what. And then if you're going to be an expert, you need something like I have. I have this Start Meeting. Now, there are all kinds of other ones. There's Zoom. There's a million different webinar softwares that you can use. I just find Start Meeting to be easy, and I've been using it now for several years, and I'm a master of Start Meeting. I basically know how to run meetings really good on Start Meeting. And that's all that matters. And that's my spiel for today, folks. Pick something, stay committed to it, master it, and make it happen. All right, very good. Okay, well, I had Jonah Lavin on here. Oh, there's Matt Brawning on here too. That's good. Where did Jonah Lavin go? Is he still there? Hey, Jonah, are you... Let's see what it says here. Yeah, I'm here. Good. Hey, are you able to talk there?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, there you go. Good. Very good. What is happening to you in wake of NASDAQ?
Let's see. You're saying as a result of the social media, or just in general, or what's the
Whatever.
plans, or-
Whatever you want to say, bro.
I'm making a new video sales letter right now, so I'm working on the slideshow, the PowerPoint, and my plan is to sprinkle in a lot of the Harvard and NASDAQ imagery for title slides, having like the full color picture, and then as the slides progress in detail, having like a washed out version of me standing in front of NASDAQ or on stage. So that's like the most, that's I'm doing deployment right now, plus the Facebook posts. And I have a website for, I'm building a celebrity positioning website just like you have, the clintarthur.tv. I'm building the jonalavitt.com to model that.
Good.
So that's about 80% done. So that's going well. That's where those photos will go.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was reading one of your posts where you said that you had 3 of your mentors who said if you didn't take a picture of it, it didn't happen.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah, it's true. 100%. And many more people have said that. Yeah.
It really is a smart thing, and that's why all these people who say, "Oh, well, I spoke at Harvard, I spoke at this place, I spoke at that place," and I always say, "Really, show me the photos or the video. Let's see I'd love to see the photos or the video," and they never have them. They never ever have them. They never have them. And that's what, when people say, "Oh, I never pay to speak," that's what they don't get about what we do at NASDAQ and Harvard is you're not really paying to speak. What you're paying for is the assets that we're going to create on your behalf of you speaking, including the asset of you speaking in front of the large audience, including the asset of you speaking in the prestigious place, including the asset of the video and the photos, and at Harvard, the photos of you with the celebrity. That's what they don't get. Short-sighted.
Yeah, and it's so interesting too, because right before I actually spoke at NASDAQ, kind of when you were introducing me, I just thought to myself, like, it doesn't even matter what we even talk about, because most won't even watch the video, but the pictures are worth, I think the photos are worth more because it's easier to consume just to see a picture than a 5-minute speech anyway. So just being there on the podium and having the NASDAQ logo right there, I mean, that is just, it's so easily to consume over Messenger, over a website, over a slideshow, there's so many ways to utilize a photo, it's just more flexible as a medium versus video or anything else, but it's amazing, yeah.
You're 100% right. And that all gets into this issue of repurposing media assets.
Yeah.
You need to be doing the same kinds of things with your TV media assets. Repurposing them. Because any appearance that you do on TV can be repurposed into a still image. For example, this one. You see here, this is my magazine. Actually, what this is a 30-page electronic brochure for my VIP speaking mentorships. Right? And you see here, I took a piece of the image of me on the Fox Business Network and made it the front cover of this magazine. I also enhanced it by adding on this quote from Forbes, so it actually looks like a Forbes magazine. Then I have these testimonials right here. This is just repurposing media and testimonials. Here's repurposed shot from the Wall Street Journal. Here we'll go through. These are repurposed still frames from videos. Here's a guy's NASDAQ image. Boom. The Harvard Club imagery. And you're right, Jonah. Look at this image right here. This is better than a video. You know why? I said this thing in my new book. Your job is not to correct the fantasies that your prospects have about you. Your job is to inspire your prospects to fantasize. It really is good, man. Now, this image right here. What does anybody know about this image? They don't know anything about this image. What does anybody know about this image? They don't know anything about this image. These are part of what you get at NASDAQ. You get this Harvard Club of New York City dinner. What does anybody know about this image? They know nothing. All they know is that there's a bunch of people seeming to be having a great time because of this speaker at the podium at some Harvard event. That's all they know. And just to let you guys know, all he did was tell a joke. And be in a good mood. So you're right. These photographic images very often are better than videos because the fantasy is very often better than the reality. What do you know about what happened with Mick Jagger? All you know is what I've told you. All you know is that I asked Mick Jagger, what's the most important thing you ever learned? And he said, you can't always get what you want, but if you try some time, you just might find you get what you need. That's all you know. And you don't need to know anymore. What do you know about me and the Winklevoss twins? You don't know anything. You just know I'm hanging out with them. What do you know about me and Chris Rock? You don't know nothing. You just know it's me and Chris Rock. What do you know about me and Ringo? Nothing. What do you know about me and Mike? Nothing. But you put all these images together and you start to create a fantasy about what you think you know about me. What do you know about me and Brooke Shields? Hey, this is a still image. This is a selfie photo that I took with Brooke Shields on the set of the Today Show after my appearance on that show, my 57th television appearance. I said, hey, Brooke, can I get a quick selfie? She said, sure. Boom. And all of this starts to combine into your impression, your fantasy of what you know about me, what you think about me. Here I said, hey, Hillary, can I get a picture? Boom, I get a picture with me and Hillary and Bill Clinton. Boom. You don't know about that. You don't know what went into that. You don't know anything other than the fact that I'm in photos with famous people. VIP Extreme Speaker Training in New York City. You look at this picture. Extreme VIP Speaker Training with Clint in New York City makes you feel like you can do anything. Dr. Deb Schreiben. And there she is, Dr. Deb. You don't know if these people are involved. What do you think, Jonah? Are these people over here involved? Maybe.
You know what? For some reason my browser went black, but I know which photos you're talking about.
Yeah.
You don't know what the context is. You just see the photos there, and they can fill in the blanks. They're responsible for their own assumptions. You know.
Yep. Your job as a marketer is not to correct their fantasies. Your job is to inspire them to fantasize. You should write that on a whole freaking page. So that you can get higher prices, more deals, higher self-esteem, more confidence. You can get better looking. You'll lose weight. You'll be better communication. You'll have improved messaging. You can write off vacations. You can get free vacations. You can travel less or you can travel more, whichever you want. You'll have celebrity friends. You'll get more respect from your family. You'll have envious friends. You can set an example for your kids. You can impact, influence, and raise your income. And you can live your purpose. All of that comes out of celebrity marketing, celebrity entrepreneurship. What do you know? You don't know anything. You just know what I inspire you to fantasize about. And that's it. Very good, Jonah. Are you all set with your segment for Celebrity Launchpad? When are you coming to Celebrity Launchpad?
In January next month.
Yeah.
Vegas.
Do you have your segment?
We did a segment on DATE, like the define, attract, and we have that one. We also have like the Britney Spears blunder. We went through some dating faux pas that.
Oh yeah. Okay, so all right.
Yeah.
So you have had your segment for a long time.
Probably about 2 months, I would say. Yeah.
I think it was longer than that. Have you done any cold calls?
No, not yet.
I mean, seriously, man. I tell you, cold calling producers is a great way for you to get some action going on. Rather than sitting around like...
I was going to say real quick. I mean, I don't doubt that at all. I have so many things I'm trying to manage right now. That taking on like another TV show. I'm trying to do things like one at a time. So 100% agree with you. It's just I don't want to overwhelm myself. I'm a one-man show. I got, it's just too many things at once. But 100%, come January, television's the primary focus. Now the NASDAQ's taken care of. Everything's been implemented. So it's just the next chapter. I'm definitely excited about it.
Hey man, you should be doing a segment called How to Get Your Dream Date for New Year's Eve. And you should get on the phone and you should call some little cities in the top, like in the bottom 100 markets. Like, from 60 and above. You should be calling them up and you should do, hey, I got a great segment. Hey, I'm Jonah Levitt. I'm a dating and intimacy coach. I have a great segment for you. It's called How to Get Your Dream Date for New Year's Eve. And then you use your date formula, DATE, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have the one-page proposal?
I have it in pages. Yeah, it's a rough. It doesn't look as pretty as the ones you've shown, but it's all the words are there.
Why don't you finish it up? Why don't you finish it up and send it to me, and then I'll make it prettier for you? Did I do it for you, or did you do it yourself?
We talked it, and then I typed it up while and then after. So that's where, we talked about it.
Okay, well, listen, man. You need to send it to me so that I can refine it for you, and you need to get on the phone, not Monday, because Monday is the busy day for TV stations and all PR. Everybody's like pitching on Mondays. But on Tuesday morning, you should get on the phone and you should call stations at starting around 9:45 their time.
Yeah.
And you should be pitching them on how you can get your dream date for New Year's Eve. And if you don't do that, Jonah, I'll be very disappointed. That sounds like an easy one for you to get.
The trouble is, well, I love the idea.
But
I don't have an extra. I can't. There's no more extra funds for traveling.
Dude, Southwest Airlines is nothing. It's going to cost you $500 to do this appearance, wherever it may be. And it's going to be so worth it because you need to break out of your funk, bro. You need to start doing something different. Right? Pick something within driving distance. Yeah. Go do Yuma, Arizona. You live in San Diego, right?
About an hour north, yeah.
Okay. Go pitch this in Yuma, Arizona and Palm Springs and Bakersfield, California, or pick an easy city with a cheap Southwest Airlines flight and stop making excuses and just make it happen. It's not expensive to do this shit, man. It's, it's okay. And if you can't, I just gave you 3 cities that you can drive to, and your whole expense is going to be one night in a hotel and some gas money. And that's going to change things for you, Matt. That's going to change things for you, Jonah. You got to change. You got to start thinking way bigger.
I agree with you, Clint. It's just there's a priority of order of A, activity for getting clients, making Facebook ads, running a messenger bot, making a new video sales letter. I get it. I've got my December goals. NASDAQ was part of it. January is all about wall television. So that's there's no way I'm going to be able to add in. I don't know. It's just with no clients coming in, with launching a messenger bot, the NASDAQ, I think I've got enough going on. Although I love the ideas, by the way. It's just I don't have any help. There's just, I don't know. I know it's easy. It's just that I can't go bankrupt either. You know what I'm saying? It's just there's way too much on my plate.
Hey man, $200 is not going to bankrupt you. And the problem you have is you don't have enough status. That's why you don't have clients right now. If you had more status, you would have more clients. And the status issue is here. And you need to start going on TV to get your thinking bigger. Seriously. I tell you, man, your messenger bot, okay, you want to do that? Good. But it's not as important as going on TV.
So Clint, here's a good question. So how can I position myself on television to get people to
because you're going to do this segment that I just created for you. How to get your dream date for New Year's Eve. And then you're going to start using that for your Facebook ads. You're going to have a high status Facebook ad that's going to convert a lot better. Here, listen to this shit. Listen to this shit from Desmond Ong. You know Desmond Ong?
Yeah, I sat next to him at NASDAQ, yeah.
Yeah. Listen to what Desmond Ong said.
Hey Clint, this is Desmond Ong. I'm currently in a media tour in the US right now, and I'm stopping here in Harvard for one of Clint's events. And I just want to share an extraordinary result that I've gotten because of Celebrity Launchpad. So I went to Celebrity Launchpad a couple of months ago. I got booked on many TV shows, and I recently just got off one. So we took a picture behind the scene. That photo, we put it on the Facebook ad, and we split tested it against all my winning ads that I've already been running. And here's the crazy part. I usually spend about anywhere from $5 to $10 for a lead. When I put up that photo on Facebook ad, the photo of me behind the scene in a TV studio doing my segment, that photo got me a lead for just 50 cents. It is absolutely mind-boggling. I just couldn't believe it. Am I gonna do more TV? Absolutely.
You know, all of these ways, all of the benefits are important. There's a myriad of benefits for you, which I just ran through. All the benefits of celebrity, I just ran through them all. But I tell you, Jonah, for you, what you really need is, getting cheap leads. Okay, great. But that's not what you need. What you need is here. What you need is to start thinking of yourself in a different way. And only TV is going to be able to do that for you. You got to do what your coach says. Hey man, have I steered you wrong yet?
No, you haven't.
I mean, just a simple.
If I can do local ones, then yeah. If I have to get on a plane flight in the next week or two, I won't do it.
Not San Diego. I just gave you 3 cities that are easy to book. Yuma, Arizona, Palm Springs, and Bakersfield, California. You can drive to all of them.
Yeah.
Okay? Not San Diego. You can't get in on San Diego. Not Los Angeles. You can't do that. You're not ready. You can't book those. Those 3 that I just gave you are really easy. And then one more you could do would be Tucson. That's a little bit beyond Yuma, Arizona. And then if you book these Yuma, Arizonas, if you book Yuma, Arizona and Tucson, then you should continue on to Texas somewhere. Not Phoenix. He's not ready for Phoenix. Phoenix is number 11 market. He's not ready for that. Fresno is easy too. Yeah, go up to Fresno. Those are all easy ones. And if you do this, this is going to change you. Look, you just got your most amount of likes from any post you ever did from the NASDAQ. Start getting into television. That's what you need, Jonah. Serious.
I was going to wait 2 weeks, but I think I have to look at how can I do it in the next 2 weeks.
You do this segment I just dumped in your lap, this awesome segment, how to get your dream date for New Year's Eve. Then you can take that same segment and expand it into a special webinar that you're going to do. You should be doing a special webinar on Facebook the week before New Year's Eve, promoting the shit out of that webinar, how to get your dream date for New Year's Eve. That'll get you all kinds of new prospects. Does that make sense?
And I can mention that on the television show at the end, like where to go to learn more. I'm hosting a webinar.
Yeah, or not. Who gives a shit? This would be in your ads on Facebook. You're going to take the video of you on TV, you're going to repurpose it. You're going to split test some things. You're going to take pictures of you behind the scenes. That's one ad. Then you're going to take the video from the show and you're going to make that another ad. And then you're going to take that video and put it into iMovie. And on the end of the video, you're going to say, hey, if you want to join me for a free webinar on how to get your dream date for New Year's Eve, I'm going to go deeper onto this. And you can register by clicking this link right here. Boom.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, makes sense. Yeah.
And in any case, you should take your NASDAQ Jumbotron image and use that as another Facebook ad and say, hey, free webinar, get your dream date for New Year's Eve. Free webinar, Monday, December 25th, or whatever the date is. I don't know and I don't care. These are all just little details, but it's up to you to figure them out.
Right. Okay?
Okay?
At the end of the television segment, do they just put like jonahlevitt.com somewhere?
Yeah, that's right. You tell them what you want to put there. See, man, I tell you, the number one thing you're going to get from this is the personal empowerment. To you right now, this is like some big mystery. When you conquer this, when you book yourself on some show, when you get it in your goddamn mind that it's up to you to book yourself on some shows and make shit happen yourself instead of relying on others, which is me. Instead of relying on me to help you book these things, you need to start taking action and booking them yourself. When you come to Celebrity Launchpad, you'll be shooting fish in a barrel. I want you to go beyond that before you get to Celebrity Launchpad and book some appearances. With this great, great segment, how to get your dream date for New Year's Eve. Boom, awesome. Now, when you come to Celebrity Launchpad, your segment is going to be how to get your dream date for Valentine's Day.
Yep. Right. Right.
Dave Nasani did 14 appearances before Celebrity Launchpad with his segment on caregiving. Claim your power, Jonah. It's up to you, my friend. All right, buddy. Finish up that proposal and send it to me so I can revise it for you. I expect to have it from you today, okay? Just do it.
All right.
Drop off the webinar and do the proposal right now, okay?
Can I just get your quick insight on the jonahlevitt.com if you pull it up and just get your first impression on this kind of first draft that I put together?
Looks too corporate. This part up here.
Hold on the screen. If you can verbally narrate it because my computer froze. But the blue bar with the links are?
Yeah, that doesn't look cool enough. The picture with you and Caitlin is good. I saw him rock the Harvard Club of Boston talking about love and connection. He's a best-selling author and an award-winning speaker. You have to attribute that to somebody. That would be me, right? So attribute that to me. And you should take out the part about he's a best-selling author and award-winning speaker. That's not really what you would say in in a testimonial. The testimonial would be, I saw him rock the Harvard Club of Boston talking about love and connection. Clint Arthur.
Okay.
Yeah, this, I don't know. It's like, it doesn't look sexy enough, this thing. It's got to look sexier. So what I would say is find somebody's site who you like and try to make this look sexier.
Okay.
Okay?
So it's just design, you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Design part.
Yeah. Hey man, you say it's just design. Design is everything. In today's day and age, design is everything.
I guess I just come from the copywriting marketing world of it doesn't matter what it looks like if the copy sells, it sells. But
Wrong.
Wrong. But what I'm pointing out is that this, as a celebrity positioning website, it's all about design. But
No. Business today is all about design. That's why you need to be wearing the correct costume, because it's bad design if you're wearing the wrong costume. Everything is design. People are buying on emotion. And the reason why design is so essential is because design creates an emotional reaction immediately from the viewer. If you have bad design, you get the wrong feeling and they're immediately turned off and they won't buy. So, what the stuff that you have on here is good, but the design has to be fixed to look great. What I would say is your design should be more like this book cover. You should use this purple motif and just run it throughout. And I got to tell you, Jonah, I know why you're wearing this red shirt, because it's about love, but I don't like the red shirt at all. I don't think it's cool. I think it's a bad choice, and you can't wear that shirt to Celebrity Launchpad. You need to look cooler.
So what does that look like for a guy that thinks a red shirt's cool?
Let's look at sexy men and let's see what comes up. Kevin Freeman had a good comment for you in the chat. Let's see a sexy man in a shirt. This one's black. This one's black. This one is light blue with a black tie. I would say, look, you know what looks best all the time? What looks best all the time is either, I would say for you, for Celebrity Launchpad, what I'd like you to wear is a shiny, dark blue button-down shirt. It's got to look like this look.
Hold on, let me just refresh the screen and see if it pulls up the image.
This guy is wearing like a black velvet tuxedo jacket and a black dress shirt with black buttons. Did you see it?
Can you take a screenshot, Clint? Because my computer's frozen. I just want to make sure I get this from you. I can go out and buy it or find it.
But what I really want you to be in is a dark blue shirt. Jonah Lavitt at Gmail, is that you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent you an email.
Oh, I see.
You got
Now I
it?
can see it. Okay. So you're thinking more of like this suave, like more upscale.
Yeah.
Versus what? Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Here, let's look at one Johnny Walker ad. I don't know what's going to be in there, but probably going to be good-looking guys. I don't see what I'm looking for. Here, this guy. See that guy? He's wearing.
It's loaded now. I can see your screen.
It's a black shirt.
Yep.
Right? Let's look at pictures of Mick Jagger.
Do you think ditching the red?
Definitely.
Do you think a red tie, or just no tie, or like what? I mean, because I've got so many ideas, and I just don't think any of them really meet what we're trying to put together.
Yeah, no. That's why I'm thinking like. Look at this image of Mick Jagger. Here, look at this image of Mick Jagger.
Right, it's like a thin striped black shirt.
No stripes. No stripes. Okay, we're just looking at images. No stripes, no patterns. Can't have patterns or stripes. This is more like it. This shirt right here. It should be a dark blue shiny shirt. I'm telling you, a dark blue shiny shirt. And then the jacket should be like some kind of a tuxedo jacket on top of that. That's really the look. Here's the Mick Jagger image. Here's a dark blue shiny shirt. His has dots on it, but I'm not telling you to have dots. But then the jacket has to be some very theatrical tuxedo type jacket. Here's another image of Mick Jagger. Some theatrical kind of tuxedo type jacket. Here's another image of Mick Jagger. A dark blue shiny shirt. It should be a dark blue shiny button-down shirt with dark blue buttons, the same color as the shirt. And then some kind of a theatrical tuxedo jacket. See this theatrical tuxedo jacket? It should have something shiny on it. Or different, like, ideally it should have something shiny. Here's an image of Mick Jagger that I like. A dark blue shiny shirt with a theatrical tuxedo jacket. Write that down. Write down that sentence. A dark blue shiny shirt and a theatrical tuxedo jacket. Now say it back to me. What are you going to go and buy?
A dark blue shiny shirt with a tuxedo theatrical jacket.
A theatrical tuxedo jacket. That's what this is right here. All right, this is another picture that you need to get. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Copy image address. Here's the link to this image. This should be your guiding light. Okay? All right, good. All right, very good. Go work on that proposal and send it back to me. How to get your dream date for New Year's Eve, which is going to become how to get your dream date for Valentine's Day. Okay? Go do that now.
All right.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, I want to go on to Cheryl Duffy. I haven't talked to Cheryl Duffy yet. Cheryl Duffy, how are you doing today?
Good, thank you. How are you, Clint?
I'm good.
Let me just put my
Yeah, put a headset on.
I haven't got a headset. Can you see me?
I don't want to see you. I just want to hear you without an echo. Okay.
All right, well, I have to take the computer into the bedroom then because I've got floorboards in the dining room. So I'll move into the other room.
Okay.
Hang on.
And just so you guys know, here is a $10,000 invoice that I just paid for a speaking slot for some conference that I'm going to in March. All right? I pay to speak at lots of events, and I'm always looking for good events where I could just pay to speak. Much rather pay than split percentages. But I do this all the time, and I paid it. The International Association of Retired Financial Consultants. Registered financial consultants. Okay, Cheryl Duffy, what's going on with you? Tell me about you and what you want to talk about at Celebrity Launchpad. We haven't done your segment yet, have we?
Yeah, we have. We've done the Cat of Sadness.
The Cat of Sadness. That's right. All right, well then let's rehearse the Cat of Sadness. Let me pull that up. And I want to rehearse the pitch with you.
Okay.
All right.
You want me to do my speech?
Yeah, I do.
You want me to do my speech?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to start now?
Sure.
Okay. 11 years ago, I joined one of the biggest statistics on Earth. Almost half of your audience could be part of this same statistic, and that statistic is divorce. The most popular month in the USA for divorce filings is March, closely followed by August. And when the University of Washington plotted the divorce filings across the months for a full year, they saw two distinct peaks, March and August, and they named that image the Cat of Sadness. I'm just trying to think.
All right, let's start again. I want you to do this, and I want you to do it faster, and it has to sound more fun. Even though you're talking about a depressing subject, it has to sound more fun.
Okay.
Okay? You have to sound more excited and enthusiastic about the topic, not like you're sad about the topic.
Right. Even though it's the Cat of Sadness.
Yeah, exactly. Especially because it's the Cat of Sadness.
Okay. All right, so you want me to just start from the top?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just having a blank. Hang on a minute.
Did I make you an audio
Okay.
for this?
Yes.
Why don't I see your audio on here? PDF. Why don't I have your audio? Let me see if I have the Cat of Sadness. There it is, the Cat of Sadness MP4, M4A. Oh, it's going to download. It's like in the cloud probably. You want to try it again?
Yep.
Let's hear it. More fun.
It was 11 years ago when I joined one of the biggest statistics on Earth. Almost half of your audience could be part of this same statistic. And that statistic is divorce.
Is divorce.
Is divorce.
Yeah, there you go. See, Kevin Freem says he loves the accent, but you're not ending up. And you need to end up on everything.
Okay. With the most popular months for divorce filings in the USA is March, closely followed by August.
March, closely followed by August, ending up. Listen to me doing the segment. Listen. 11 years ago. Now, you said it was 11 years ago. I didn't say it was 11 years ago. I said 11 years ago. Listen. 11 years ago, I became part of the biggest statistic on Earth. At least 50% of your audience members are part of this same statistic. And of course, that statistic is the statistic of divorce. Ending up. March is the #1 month for divorce filings in the United States. Up. August is the second month. Up. When you graph those two, according to a University of Washington study, what you get is two very specific peaks. And that peak image is described as the cat of silence. It looks like cat ears. Cat ears. Ending up. My name is Cheryl Duffy. I'm the #1 best-selling author of The Divorce Tango, and I'm also a certified divorce coach. And I say there are 5 big mistakes to avoid if the cat of sadness visits you in your life, whether it be this March or August or at any time. My goal is to help your audience to avoid the mistakes that ended up wasting 7 years of my life. My life ending up. Now, there are 5 big mistakes to avoid if you get divorced. The first mistake is self-sabotage. For me, it was comfort eating. It could be drinking, gambling, or any kind of escapism. Drinking, ending up, gambling, ending up, or any kind of escapism, ending up. You get it?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear you try it. 11 years ago. Yes, start again.
11 years ago.
Nope, you went down.
11 years ago, I joined the biggest statistic on Earth.
Okay, all of that sounds depressing and sad. It has to sound like this. 11 years ago, I joined the biggest statistic on Earth. And of course, that statistic is the club of divorce. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's hear you do it.
11 years ago, I joined the biggest statistic on Earth. Almost half of your audience would be part of this same statistic. And that statistic is divorce.
Very nice. Much, much better.
The most popular month for divorce filings is March, closely followed by August.
Wrong.
And when the university...
Wrong.
Huh?
Say it correctly.
As in going up, you mean? Or as in the
Yeah. And going up and sounding like it's fun. The most popular month for divorce is March, followed closely by the month of August. You see, Cheryl, this is so important for you because you think that this is the only thing that you talk about and you sound sad. Is that what you think? You think only this segment is what you sound sad about?
No, I probably sound like that in my whole life because I don't talk animated.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's why the impact of Celebrity Launchpad is so profound for people, because I teach people how to talk in a way that sounds fun and interesting and attractive rather than sad and depressing and repulsive. And the biggest trick to doing all of that, accomplishing all of it, the biggest trick is this one little thing, and that's going up. The second part that you need to get is that you need to talk in a way that sounds fun. And yes, you can talk about the most depressing subjects on earth and make them sound fun. Try it again. Go. From the beginning.
11 years ago, I became part of the biggest statistic on Earth. Almost 50% of your audience could be part of this same statistic. Did you say no?
It was okay. It was good enough for me to let you continue. Not perfect, but good enough. Start again. Go. Make it more fun and faster. Go.
11 years ago, I became part of the biggest statistic on earth. Almost 50% of your audience could be part of this same statistic. And of course, that statistic is divorce. March is the #1 month for divorce filings in the USA.
No. No. The number one month for divorce filings in the USA is March. And the second most popular month for divorce filings is August. And when the University of Washington studied this and plotted it out on a graph, the graph looked like a cat. See the graph? There's the cat. And that's why I have this really amazing segment for you that's perfect for around Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day is the precursor to the divorce month, which is March, and that is mistakes to avoid if you are visited by the cat of sadness. You do that. Go ahead. Go.
I can't. Hang on a minute. I don't talk like this normally. This is my problem. It's not going to happen in 5 minutes. Okay.
Oh, it can happen.
11.
It can happen right now.
I'm trying.
Go ahead, do it.
11 years ago, I became part of the biggest statistic on earth. Almost 50% of your audience could be part of this same statistic. And of course, that statistic is divorce. March is the #1 month for divorce filings in the USA, closely followed by August. And according to the University of Washington, when you graph these two, you get very two specific peaks.
Okay, it's better than it was. I mean, it's vastly better than it was. It's not where it needs to go. But I want
that peak image is described as the cat of sadness because it looks like cat's ears.
There you go. That's so much better. That's so much better. And Cheryl, I need you to work on this and work on this and work on this, because the only way that you're going to get to where you need to go, you got to keep practicing. How much rehearsing have you been doing? Honestly.
I've been doing it daily.
How many times? Be honest. How many times a day? Sorry, I can't hear you. You seem to have dropped off the audio. Naturally, when you get to the most important part of a conversation, you usually will lose the conversation. Here we are, we're trying
About
to...
2 or 3 times.
Oh, there you go. About 2 or 3 times a day? Is that right?
2 or 3 times a day.
Okay, well, it sounds like you need to go to 10 times a day.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, and that'll be like an hour.
Okay.
All right? You need to be rehearsing every day for an hour a day, because the only way for you to get to the performance that you're going to need for your transformation to occur at Celebrity Launchpad and for you to book all the shows you want is for you to know all the words cold. Right now, you don't know the words cold.
Yeah.
See, I could say, like, I'll move this out of the way, okay? I know the words better than you, and it's not even my segment. I haven't rehearsed it at all, but I know the words better than you. Hey, 11 years ago, I became part of the biggest statistical club in the world, and 50% of your audience is members of this club, and of course, the club I'm talking about is the Divorce Club. Now, March is the #1 month for divorces, and the second most popular month is August, and a study by the University of Washington plotted out these months and all the divorce statistics on a graph, and what they came up with was this graph that I've sent you, which is an image that resembles cat ears. And that's why they call that graph the cat of sadness. And my segment for you is going to be so great for so many people in your audience, because it is the mistakes to avoid if you are visited by the cat of sadness. See, I know it better than you, and I haven't even rehearsed it, except for on this webinar right now. And it's your segment. Now, you need to be able to say it at least as good as I just said it right there with no rehearsal. And in order for you to get there, you're going to need to rehearse it 10 times a day. And you need to keep working on making it sound more fun. And the ways to make it sound fun are to end up, to go faster, and to sound like you're having more fun. You're a mom. You know how to talk like it's fun. You know how to manipulate kids by making boring or agonizing stuff sound fun, right? No?
Yeah, it's just not my personality. That's the problem.
Yeah, but were you ever able?
I've got to work on it. I see what you're saying.
Were you ever able to do that with kids that you were trying to manipulate? Come on, kids, it's time to go eat your lunch. That's right, eat those string beans, and then you can have dessert. Right? Yes? That's what you have to do. You have to make it sound fun. Come on, kids, we're going to go clean our rooms, and then after we clean our rooms, then we can go eat our spinach. Isn't that awesome? That's what it's got to sound like. And I lost you again. And again, you always lose the audio. You lose the call. You lose the audio every time you get to the most important part. And naturally, we've lost the audio on that part. I don't know if you got that or not. I hope you did. I'm going to post the recording from this webinar up in the members area very soon, and hopefully later today. And the last thing I want to do on this webinar is I want to talk to Matt Brawning. Matt Brawning, are you there?
Oh, yes.
Hey. Gotcha. Hey, I just want to know, how was your experience at NASDAQ?
It was awesome.
Yeah?
It was awesome. Very similar to Jonah Lavitt. In fact, I didn't even put up any of the professional photos yet. I just put up one backstage photo and positioned it like, hey, just finished speaking, hanging out backstage while they're filming another segment. How cool is that? And same thing, it's like the most liked Instagram photo so far.
Really?
Yeah.
How many
Very
likes?
useful.
How many likes did you get?
300 and something, I think.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 301. And my average ones are like, 100 and something likes. So it's about twice the impact. But the biggest thing that's happening too is I'm starting to get like DMs from people, that people at JVs I used to joint venture with before, or clients from 4 years ago, were like, hey, they saw something from TV and they saw the NASDAQ and they see the podcast charts. They see the different things I'm dropping that I'm doing, and they go, hey, what the heck are you doing? What's going on?
Yep.
And I can kind of feel it, like you can hear it in their voice or in their message. They're like, oh, my old friend is a bigger deal than I thought he was.
Good. Very good.
That's sort of the reactions. That's been really good.
Excellent. Well, evidently I was correct. Cheryl lost the internet and she's back. And do you find this too, Matt, that when you get to the most important part of the call, you lose the call? Does that happen to you very often?
If it's very transformational, it's happened more times than I can count.
Right? Isn't it funny? The way it's so funny the way that works. And Cheryl, the part that you missed was that, what was the part that you missed? You need to just make this sound more fun, and you have to develop that, and that's going to be your big transformation that's going to break you through and change your life. Because right now you're sounding depressing and sad, and that's not as attractive as it would be if you sounded more fun and alluring. And there you go. And Matt, it sounds like, or if you tell me if I'm wrong, even you have taken some coaching from me on this, and you're a very experienced and successful speaker with a big successful business. Yes?
A ton of coaching on this. So that was this one thing. So for me, I had this belief that, if I was really good, I was going to cut through the noise, and if I was like serious, I'd have to be very serious. And if it was a heavy topic, I would talk ending down, because that was a real deal, this was important. But that's not true. Because what happens is like, the people that are like, I guess I'm trying to position myself more like, now I'm becoming the expert that doesn't need your business in a way. I'm just this person, like, you look at like true celebrities that get sought after, I watched a motivational speaker for my niece's graduation yesterday that played on the NBA and got called in from the New York Giants. And he's doing all the same kinds of things that we're doing, but he legitimately did have these organizations contacted him, and he became this viral thing. But like, you watch people like that, and they just sort of go, "Hey, I'm so blessed to be here. Wow, can't believe this is happening to me now. This is so great." And so I'm trying to take on more of that personality. So, like, I was listening to Jonah, same kind of thing. Instead of saying, "Hey, I'm a relationship coach, and if you want me to help you, click here," it's more like, "Hey, man, so blessed to be working with these great people. Oh, being a relationship coach is the best thing ever. Hey, just spoke at Harvard doing relationship coaching. Phenomenal time." And then people start to kind of come out of the woodwork going, "Oh, you must be a big deal." And then you just connect with them like you do. "Hey, man, text me, let's catch up." And then you talk to them, and all of a sudden there's a $5,000 or $10,000 client.
Yeah.
Jonah's still on. Just like, do that more.
Yeah, it's really true. It's amazing.
I'll tell you this right now. This is a testimonial for you. I have sold, in the last 45 days, I sold about $200,000 in programs. And I would say 200,000 in programs that I can all directly tie to my elevated celebrity status. Most of it, TV clips. Secondary was radio, podcast, and third was the important places. Now, that's just my take on it, but I think the TV has had the biggest impact. But all of it was important. It all went together, And, it's like I launched a new 30K program that nobody was buying before, and then I signed up 5 people right off the bat. In a week.
I love that.
How about that?
I love that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's what celebrity gives you the real ability to do, is to enroll those higher level, high price clients into your stuff, because they have to admire you. If they don't admire you because some piece of your thing is missing, what are the pieces? TV, VIP speaking, awards, best-selling books, and celebrity attachment. Those are the pieces that are going to get you the admiration, right?
That's it. And look, every one of them, and again, this is the kind of thing where it's like it goes to that second tier. So instead of saying, "Hey, I want to help this couple with their relationship," it's, "Yeah, I help couples with relationships," but then you also share how big of a deal you are, sort of, and then it's like, man, if I was Jonah, I'd already be going after relationship coaches,
Yeah, coaching relationship coaches.
He's the most famous relationship coach right now. So other relationship coaches want to know how to be a big deal like he is. So I do that in my world with NLP training and life coach training and that sort of stuff. So I'm having people come to a seminar, and then I show them what I'm doing. Most of it is all stuff I've built since I've met you. And this is just since the summer. And when they see that, over and over, man, there's one of the guys that just signed up, his line was something like, "Man, I see what you're doing, and I'm tired of playing small. I want to go big too." So I'm like, "Bud, I'll show you how to do it."
Yeah, very good.
Let's do the work. So
that's fantastic, Matt. Love it. That's a great way. Look, Matt's whole thing is playing big and being seen. I was privileged to be a speaker at Matt's event a couple weeks ago, and that seemed to be the big message, at least that day, was about playing bigger and being seen. And that's a great way for us to wrap up this edition of the Celebrity Launchpad weekly coaching mentorship experience that you have just enjoyed here today, folks, from Mexico City. Even despite the fact that I just had 2,000 hair plugs pulled out of one part of my head and put to another part of my head just 2 days ago, here I am on the webinar again, because I have not missed one webinar since 2012. I've been on a webinar every single week, and I'm happy to do these every week with you guys. And this is a great way to end this, is that it's all about positioning yourself higher than your customers and your prospects. And if you're missing any of these pieces, yeah, you can get there with some of it, but when you have all of it working together, when you got the 5 elements of celebrity entrepreneurship, TV, VIP speaking, celebrity attachment, awards, and best-selling books, when you have all of that together, that allows you to pull out the $30,000 clients that Matt Browning was just talking about. So if you're wondering why you're still struggling or unable to get where you want to go, take a look and determine which ones of those pieces are missing. And it's most likely the TV. I know it is in the case of Jonah Lavitt. And you need to fix that, and you just need to do what Clint says and get on freaking TV. Way more than you need a messenger bot. You need to be on TV. A messenger bot is not going to do it because the messenger bot doesn't have the ammunition that it needs, which is you on TV. And until next week, everybody, please, please, please rehearse, practice, learn your words. You can't be thinking, what am I supposed to see next? What am I supposed to say next? Cheryl, if you show up in Las Vegas trying to remember what to say next, I'm going to be very disappointed because you're not going to be able to get the breakthroughs that you need. You're close. I promise you, if you just do an hour a day, 10 repetitions of your pitch every day and get it faster and faster and faster. By the time you get to Celebrity Launchpad, I'm going to say, all right, do it faster, do it faster, do it faster, do it faster. And you just got to do faster, 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 because you got to know these words. It's not about the words, it's about the emotion. And then I'm going to have you crafting the way you express yourself, the way you say the words, not the words that you say. That's what it's all about. And until next week, everybody, I'm looking forward to seeing you on television. Adios, amigos!